Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sibwoka TV, which is your number one online political channel. And today we want to have a candid discussion about politicians who are actually going to shape the political trajectory of this nation let come 2025. And the way I have done my analysis, I have found that we have about 10 political leaders who are going to be very important in changing the destiny of the political arena of this nation, let come 2025. And those are the political leaders who I want us to have a candid discussion about. But before we dive in and try to have a candid discussion about those 10 political leaders who will have a very huge influence on how the political arena of this nation is going to go forward, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel, give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because by smashing the bell button, you will give YouTube a leeway so that it can send you notification whenever we upload any political content into YouTube, such that you can be among the individuals who will actually be able to watch our political analysis. Having said that, now let us try to dive into and try to look at those various political leaders who are actually going to be very important on our political arena and its trajectory, or the way the politics of this nation is going to take forward. And if I name those 10 key leaders, you will find that one of the leader is called Rigathi Gachagua, who is the impeached deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. The second is Raila Amolo Odinga, who has been the opposition leader in the Republic of Kenya and who is heading to AU. If we will be re-elected next year, then he will leave the Kenyan politics behind. Then we have Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is now the presumable leader of opposition in Kenya. Then we also have William Samoei Ruto, who is the current president of the Republic of Kenya. We have Babu Owino, who is the MP of Embakasi East. We also have Ndindi Nyoro, the Kiaru Member of Parliament. We also have Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who is the former president of the Republic of Kenya. We also have Okia Omtata, who is a senator. We have Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who is the former Super CS of the Republic of Kenya. We also have, lastly, Gladys Wanga, who is the governor of Homa Bay. So those are the 10 political leaders who I believe they are going to shape the destiny of this nation. Let come 2025. Let us start with Rigathi Gachagua. And as you know, Rigathi Gachagua is the impeached deputy president, but who has gone out, and now he is presumably seen as the leader of opposition. He is now the one who is challenging the government of uh, President William Samoei Ruto. And many people say that this man, if from next year, he will continue challenging William Samoei Arap Ruto, then he is going to earn himself the leader of opposition, even if the constitution actually pies him from going for any elective post in this republic for a period of 10 years. But the way he is conducting himself, and if he continues to do that within Mount Kenya region, then this man is going to have a lot of influence, and probably he is going to be the kingmaker for any person who is going to be the president of this nation. Probably he must be supported with Rigathi Gachagua because he comes from a fort rich region. So Rigathi is very important, and many people are looking up for him to shape the political trajectory of this nation. Then we have Raila Amolo Odinga. And if Raila Amolo Odinga next year, he will be able to go to be the chairman or the chairperson of the AU, he will be re-elected. That means we will have a gap of a person who has been the longest serving leader of opposition, and a person who is very strong in challenging the government of the day. Because as you know, Raila Molo Odinga is actually seen as the father of democracy in this republic, because he always championed multi-party democracy. So if probably next year will be re-elected to go to the AU, that means he will leave the politics or the local politics of Kenya and he will head to Addis Ababa. And that means it will create a gap. And if he will not be re-elected and he will still remain in Kenya, then he is going to pose a lot of danger to His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, because he might move backwards and he takes his role of being an opposition leader in this republic. And with Raila, probably if we will team up with Rigathi Gachagua, then it might be very hard for William Samoei Arap Ruto to govern this nation. Then we also have Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who now we assume that he is the opposition leader, and the trajectory of politics that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is going to take next year, probably to team with Rigathi Gachagua to challenge the government. It means now that they will be able to put the government of the day into toes, and that means they will have a lot of political power. Because if you bring the entire Ukambani region and the entire Mount Kenya region together, that means they have a lot of votes, and that might scare William Samoei Ruto, and probably they might take up the leadership of this nation. Let come 2027 presidential election. So these two individuals, Stephen, if we teams up with Rigathi Gachagua, they will pose a lot of political challenge to William Samoei Arap Ruto. Then we have William Samoei Arap Ruto. The way he's going to transact the politics of this nation will mean a lot on how we are going to move forward as a nation from next year. So he has that power, political power. And if we will have the political power, probably of stopping what we are experiencing now, that means it will change the trajectory that the politics is taking by now. Because at this time, many people are complaining that the government is not performing. The government is allowing corruption to mushroom here and there. So the steps that William Samoei Ruto will be taking from next year actually will transform the politics of this nation. We also have Babu Owino, and Babu Owino may influence the way politics within ODM is being done. And as you know, Babu Owino seems to be a rebel within the ODM fraternity, because he says that if Baba goes to the AU, then he must remain, Babu must remain to be the leader of ODM. But as you know, Babu has been put out entirely in the leadership of ODM. That means he will not have a chance to be the leader of ODM, even if Baba goes. That means he might form his own political party. And that political party from Nyanza, if it will succeed, he might inherit what we call the political space, which has been carried by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We also have somebody who we call Ndindi Nyoro, is from Central Province. And many people project that Ndindi Nyoro, he positions himself very well, as now because Rigathi Gachagua is outside the government. He might be a very strong person within the Mount Kenya. And that means if he becomes very strong within the Mount Kenya, he will have a lot of political energy. He will have a lot of political power, political goodwill, even to scare William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is on power, because he is young. Many people may say, let us put this young man in power. Let come 2027 presidential election. We also have Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. As you remember, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had an handshake with William Samoei Arap Ruto recently. And because of that handshake, it is causing a lot of rebels within Mount Kenya, because it's now as if we have two centers of power within Mount Kenya region. That means the group of Kenyatta, which supports the government of William Samoei Ruto, and the group of Rigathi Gachagua, which is anti-William Samoei Arap Ruto. That means if Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will continue to go around Mount Kenya and tell the people of Mount Kenya why they should support William Samoei Ruto, then it's going to be easy to actually make that political influence which is being held by Rigathi Gachagua to come down. That means President William Samoei Ruto can actually use Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to box down Rigathi Gachagua politically. We also have Okiya Omtatah, the person who we say that is being propelled forward by the Gen Zs. And if he continues being with the Gen Zs and he makes sure that Gen Zs register as voters in the Republic of Kenya in large numbers, and he makes sure that the Gen Zs are going to be triballess, that means it's going to change the political trajectory of this nation. Then we have Fred Okengo Matiang'i, the man who many people feel that if this man gets supported by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, gets supported by Trans Nzoia governor, gets supported by the man we call Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, then this man is capable of making William Samoei Arap Ruto to be a one-term president. That's what many people say. That means this person, if he is going to go for presidency, let come 2025, then he's going to change completely the political trajectory of this nation. And lastly, we have Gladys Wanga, who is Homa Bay governor. Many people say that Gladys Wanga is the lady who Raila Amolo Odinga is looking up to. And it means now that Gladys Wanga, if we will be given the mantle to be the leader within ODM and being supported by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, is going to change the politics in Nyanza region and more in particular from Luo Nyanza. And that means even he can deny William Samoei Ruto, who is eyeing so hard to get the votes from Nyanza because people say that the mountain is gone. And Raila Amolo Odinga is looking towards Nyanza, is looking towards the western, is looking towards the coast where Raila Amolo Odinga has a big influence. So that means if Raila goes forward and say from January next year that the person who I see is capable of leading this nation probably is Gladys Wanga, then Gladys Wanga may actually also transform the political trajectory of this nation. I really don't know what's your take. Who do you think could have also come up in that list of top 10 individuals who are going to influence the political trajectory of this nation? Please drop your answer in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe, like this video, share this video, and also hit the notification bell so that you can always be notified by YouTube to view our political content whenever we upload it into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you. God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.